Welcome to Focus Washington. I'm Chuck Conconi. My guest today is Watchen Bruce, who is Chief of Party for USAID's Liberia Investing for Business Expansion Program, or otherwise known as IBEX. Undertaken by the International Executive Service Corps, IBEX works on the ground in Liberia to support small and medium-sized businesses. Watchen Bruce, welcome to Focus Washington.
Well, thanks for having me.
Well, great to have you. And of course, I understand you divide your time between working in the United States and in Liberia. Obviously, the first question I want to ask you is about Ebola. What is that doing to things there? Is the situation improving or is it getting worse?
Well, I would say both. It is improving. In certain counties, the numbers are reducing. But overall, as of today, the number did increase overall for the region and also Liberia. So,
but you mean the number of cases?
The number of cases increased as of today. But that's the overall. But certain counties, I learned, they're reducing or have empty beds. So,
well, I'm sorry, I was going to say, when working with the International Executive Service Corps, you've been working on this IBEX program, helping Liberian businesses with financial credit. Is the work holding up during the Ebola crisis?
Oh yes, definitely. The work never ended. It continues because it's needed more than ever. One of the reasons it's holding up because all of my staff is local. They are all professionals, they are technicians. So the work is holding up, but we had to change the strategy to work closely with the clients to make sure we help them obtain or secure more contracts to increase the sales. And also we are doing more aggressive marketing, but those businesses need us more than ever for advisory services and also to give them hope.
Well, is this working though in a way that you're not suffering an economic crisis because of Ebola?
Well, we are. Overall, the country is impacted from the situation, but people have to eat. Yes. People have to live. So they need food, they need cleaning supplies, they need basic hygienic products. So our clients are all small and medium-sized businesses. They are the providers of those products and services. So we are encouraging them to diversify into different lines of business to procure more business because it's needed. There's demand for other products.
So the IBEX program is running, and it's at a time when most of the other NGOs are abandoning the country.
Well, yes, a lot of NGOs left the country because especially the expatriates left. But our project is functioning, as I said, because all of our staff live locally. So definitely they are not leaving. They are still there. But we had to take all of the preventive measures and preventative actions like making sure everyone that comes in the office, we have the temperature check, as well as sanitation. They are cleaning, washing their hands with bleach and chlorine before entering the office. So we have measures in place, preventive measures.
But most of those supplies, as I've read in the news, are in short supply.
That's true. That's why we have, because it's short, it creates a demand. The supply and demand dynamics works right there. We have had 2 of our clients, IBEX, were able to get contracts for Doctors Without Borders, Médecins Sans Frontières, to give 2 of our clients contract to buy more supplies. And they went to China. We were able to help them access working capital for inventory. And they went and brought more supplies, so they were able to distribute. And that's the business they were not in. They were doing regular trade. So that created the opportunity.
Oh, so that's right. So they've then developed more business,
exactly.
And that makes it an economically feasible thing.
That's correct.
Now, how is the diaspora community helping, and are you at all optimistic about the future?
Oh, yes, definitely. For the first question in terms of the diaspora community, a lot of organizations are doing different things. some of the diaspora in the community are raising funds for short-term needs like food, medication, as well as supplies, and sending money, cash money, to both families or communities to purchase things locally. Other organizations in the Liberian community are shipping, and that includes churches as well as county or alumni association. They are shipping food, clothing, supplies, medication to Liberia, but that's more for medium term. But on the long term, other groups are doing advocacy to make sure that we work with local, national, and federal government to send more support. Like I'm a member of a lot of diaspora group. Like I'm one of the commissioners for the governor of Maryland on African Affairs and the Maryland Liberia sister state. I'm on the executive committee. So we've been meeting with like the Liberian ambassadors and other ambassadors to advocate for more services.
And they're responding to that?
Yes, actually.
So you're feeling more optimistic?
Very optimistic. We were part of the original team that met with Department of Defense to send the military. That's how they got there. We met with the Minister of Defense, came to from Liberia, then they met with the staff for here. But I was on the team that met with the Liberian ambassador to come up with the strategy. Yeah.
Well, things look like they're picking up for you, as you say,
Yes.
in spite of the numbers. Mrs.
Yes.
Bruce, thank you so much for being here today.
Yeah, but thank you for having me. But one last thing I would
Sure.
like to say that we are very optimistic, and we know everything has an end. This is a temporary situation, and it is a problem. But for us, it's a setback in Liberia, but Liberia is going to come back. And we want to make sure that we have the economy going because people are hopeful in Liberia. So I want to focus on the positive side. Post-Ebola will come.
Thank you again.
Thanks for having me.
I'm Chuck Conconi, and this has been Focus Washington.